Somber news for Indian cricket on the eve of the Sydney Test as Ramakant Achrekar, an iconic figure when it came to the Mumbai cricketing circle and for the students that he once had under his tutelage, passing away at age 86. Ajit Agarkar was one of those students that had the privilege of learning under Ajrekar sir, and Sanjay Manjrekar had his share of experiences with him. Ajit, just first reaction is how you would remember Ramakant Achrekar.
Yeah, I mean, obviously sad day for all of us,
Yes.
but something that's to be celebrated. What he achieved as a person, as a human being, as a coach, quite a unique man. I mean, some of the experience that you've spent first 7, 8, 10 years of my life, cricketing life. I don't think there are too many people that have been around in Mumbai cricket like he has. I mean, just so selfless, just dedicated every bit of what he had to giving people or giving cricketers every single day of his life on a cricket field.
You weren't with him in your early days, but you did have your share of exchanges with him.
Yeah, he was the star coach, so when I got an opportunity in the summer vacation, I used to go to the Bengal club at Shivaji Park and have some nets with him. Extremely fair person, didn't matter, where the talent came from, looked to give them the best kind of guidance. The other thing was that he was a very common sense kind of coach. Didn't have the level 1, level 2 and level 3 degrees or certificates, but he knew how to make a cricketer. And what I think the biggest contribution, idea or legacy that he's left for all future coaches and a lesson for everybody who wants to make their kid a star player is play matches. Every day would ensure that people like Ajit, Sachin would play friendly matches, because he was a big believer in match practice. And till today, I think that is the ultimate truth. You can have all kind of simulations, but there's nothing like a match to make a cricketer. And Achrekar was the first one to realize that.
There are many stories that I fondly remember of Achrekar sir when he used to ride around on his scooter. If he saw a kid with talent, immediately recommended that child needs to go to Shardashram because he needs to be allowed to play the amount of cricket like Sanjay says. You have any such memory? You too did move schools?
Yeah, plenty actually. I mean, I got lucky in the sense that my uncle took me during vacations to Shivaji Park Gymkhana, and on Monday it was shut, the training. So on my way back, we met Sandeep Patil's dad, and my uncle knew him. So he asked him, where should I take this? He's my neighbor, but he's like my son. Where should I take him for coaching? He said, there are lots of coaches in Shivaji Park, but if you're serious about him, there's only one guy. And take him to Ramakant Achrekar. And fortunately, it worked, because if I had gone to Gymkhana was open that day, I might not have ended up at his. So I hope. And
good fortune.
Good spoken. I mean, like Sanjay said, we played seven games a week. Practiced in the morning, practiced in the evening after the game. And just temperamentally, everyone then suddenly, the work ethics and the temperament, the two things that you need.
So the thing I found with Shardashram boys when they played against us was that they could hit the ball in the gaps because they played so many matches. So that was an instinct that they had in nets. You don't develop that quality. And the other was running between the wickets. They were all very good and really hardcore, sort of street smart cricketers. He used to be on his Lambretta scooter, sauntering around the city, and then he would see a Chandrakant Pandit playing tennis ball cricket in the Maidan. Loved his talent, asked him to come to Shardashram, and few months later, Pandit was getting a 100 playing for Shardashram in a Harris Shield match. So look at how he's changed people's life. Who would stop, and do that? He used to virtually adopt that kid. He would go to the parents and tell them that now he's my son. So education, food, everything was taken care of by Achrekar.
When you talk about making choices or changing cricketers around, there's a well-known cricketing story that Sachin Tendulkar was aiming to be a fast bowler, and it was Achrekar sir that said, time to bat. You were aiming to be a batsman. Was it his work?
Yeah, he actually hated when I bowled a lot. He was more worried that you worry about your batting. Fortunately, I turned to bowling later on. I wouldn't have played for Mumbai. No, but it's the other qualities that he's taught us throughout our life. Like I said before, just simple things. He used to say there'll be enough time in life to rest. This is the time to work hard. You don't spend time at the ground. It is not going to help you in the future to rest. So, yeah, like I said, unique man. I don't think never bothered about money. He just helped each and everyone who came to him for coaching in the same way. So, yeah, we were quite lucky that
He would
we
be
ended up
hiding
there.
under a rock somewhere when a match was happening and lead the players to believe that he's not around,
Yeah.
just to check out whether they are being disciplined and playing cricket the way they should be. And then he would quietly make notes, and after the match would finish, he would then get everyone to assemble, and there would be notes written, you know, on the pages. And there was one that said Vinod Kambli and flying kite. And he read that and he said, Vinod, come here, and slapped him. Because Vinod didn't realize that Achrekar was around, and he watched him actually when a kite just came onto Maidan, and Vinod Kambli, instead of just letting it go, typical Vinod, took it and started flying it for a while, and Achrekar sir was watching. So it was like Vinod Kambli, kite, attack.
And the legacy of Achrekar sir remains rich now, and his contribution unmatched to anyone else. How would you remember Ramakant Achrekar?
I think he should be an example for people who try and get too intelligent about cricket with, you know, all the data and stuff. It's got to be a nice balance, because here was a guy who made some great cricketers just by instincts and just putting them through the hard grind, as well as the strictness that he had in his coaching. There's a bit of, these days everyone is very careful about how they handle their students and players on the field. He was very much old school, hard man, put you through the hard grind, and his results have been amazing. I mean, he's produced so many top
Yeah, that's
players.
exactly it. I mean, like I said, I owe everything to him, whatever I could manage to achieve on a cricket field. But the other quality is that he very straight, very honest, and taught people to do the same things. And as players, those are the qualities that you take forward a lot more.
Right. Many thanks, Ajit. Sanjay, Ramakant Achrekar, then an iconic figure in Mumbai's cricketing circle, and his legacy will live on for many, many years.